Welcome back to Spills by Coco. China is known as one of the greatest civilizations in history, a land of breathtaking architecture, profound wisdom, and a culture that has shaped the world for thousands of years. From the majesty of the Great Wall to the intricate beauty of its ancient arts, it is a place of immense pride and glory. But beneath the surface of this legendary greatness, there are shadows that have lingered for centuries, dark, rigid, and chilling secrets that history books often leave buried in the dirt. Tonight, we dim the lights and step into those shadows. Deep in the rural provinces, the pursuit of beauty took a twisted turn with the practice of foot binding. Young girls, sometimes not even 5 years old, had their feet broken and tightly bound in silk. Their toes were forced under their soles, compressing the arch until the foot resembled a lotus bud. This ensured obedience and a specific aesthetic, but it condemned those girls to a lifetime of chronic pain and a gait that kept them tethered to the domestic sphere. Even now, the sight of those tiny, deformed shoes in a museum feels like a haunting reminder of the cost of that perfection. The darkness didn't stop with the living, it reached into the grave. There was the grim, long outlawed practice of ghost marriage. When a young man died before he could find a wife, his grieving family would purchase the remains of a recently deceased woman. They would perform a wedding ceremony for the two corpses and bury them together so the man would not be lonely in the afterlife. It was a macabre attempt to impose human order upon the chaos of death, turning the sanctity of union into a vessel for lingering spirits. Then there are the legends that breathe in the dark, like the tale of the hungry ghosts during the 7th lunar month. It is said that the gates of the underworld swing open, allowing the restless dead to walk among the living. People would leave elaborate feasts and burn paper money on street corners to appease them, terrified that a neglected spirit might cling to their household or follow them home in the dead of night. Marriage itself was often a cold, calculated transaction where girls were traded like currency, their futures bartered long before they understood the meaning of a choice. But the darkest side of this control lay in how sexuality was treated. Sex was not a personal connection. It was a rigid, weaponized tool for control. To deviate from the prescribed, often brutal expectations regarding sexual conduct was to court social ruin. Women lived in constant fear that if they were perceived as stepping outside these suffocating, dark boundaries, they would be met with total ostracization, effectively erasing their status and safety within the community. The history of these traditions is a mosaic of beauty and cruelty. We look back at these practices, the bound feet, the ghost weddings, the silenced voices, not to judge them from a distance, but to acknowledge the heavy history we have just explored. Which aspect of these ancient, rigid traditions do you find the most unsettling?